So, as we continue on with our lovely mind dribbles from Tumortown with your old buddy Bruce, I would point to these things back here. Uh, like that, this, this. These things on the wall back there. Uh, those are actually something that I called the cat wall climber. It was something that I was really counting on as a way to get me out of the corporate meeting and event business because I had grown really tired of it. To be honest with you, the travel, everything was just a wear. And I wanted something I could do at home and replace the income. So I worked on this design that was a wall mounted thing that cats could climb on, scratch on, lay on, sleep on, do whatever. And that's what that is. That's the prototype sitting on the wall. I ended up actually getting a utility patent for it, believe it or not. And it was a nice system because basically it's just it's a flat piece with two rods that stick out. You attach that to the wall. You can put a soft little hammock between the two rods. You can put a solid piece like a table between them. You can connect one to another, up or down or over, with what I call a bridge. And a bridge. That's a bridge right there. That's a bridge. And basically a bridge is just a very thin piece of plywood wrapped in sisal or sisal, however you call it. So it's a scratching thing, and it's got Velcro because like when you build, like up here, when you build the fabric piece that goes between the two rods, it's done with fingers like this, right? So they go like that. So it sits on the rod like that, and then the ladder attaches like this. And you do that with with little Velcro loops. You can take it all apart and clean it real quick, put it all back together. And that way you can adjust it and put things at different levels, different heights, and create designs that go up and down across a wall. With soft, hard, this, that. So that was my real thing. Excuse me. The cancer, of course, sorry. And I got my patent just before the Great Recession. And I thought that was going to be, the perfect timing. That I would be able to find somebody, willing to, do just some short runs of parts so I could get them out there in the market, see what the response was, do some refinements, do whatever. But I was, again, totally naive, totally ignorant, totally wrong. Nobody was willing to talk to me unless I was willing to order at least 5,000 parts. And I had nowhere near the money to order 5,000 of each part, let alone where would I put them. That was just not going to happen. You know. And I kept thinking of trying to find ways. I found a local guy here who did some. He ran some for me, but he could only run little pieces. I had to build the rest myself, and he didn't do them right. So I would have had to go back and make revisions, and I really didn't have the money. So I just I just ran out of steam with it. And I kept thinking, if I'm going to have to do this myself, how am I going to do it? I researched all the necessary machines, to put together in a small garage, whatever, and do it myself. But I never got there, never had the money, nobody ever expressed an interest in it other than me. And so it just never really got anywhere. Would it have found a home? I don't know. The market research study that I was granted, I fell into some program where they did a free, business plan, market analysis, whatever. said that I stood a good chance of, success in the sense that all I needed was a very small percentage of the cat owning population to buy the product, to make a profit. I wasn't looking to become, McDonald's or anything, but it just never happened. And, I kept at it, kept all the patents going until just recently, and I let it lapse because there's no way I can do it. There's just no way. It's a shame. It was kind of a dream, but I had to let it go, and that's just the way of it. So, but at least, for however long it sits in time, if somebody's down looking through the patent office books, they might stumble across me and my catwall climber and go, what the hell is that? For whatever that's worth. Peace and hang ten.